Hey, look, Sam just stopped by, and Sam, I believe that a very attractive woman was your new co-host. Who was that?
I wasn't walking around with my co-host. But
who was that?
That was Maria Menounos.
She is your new co-host that you'll be doing the show
I did not know
with.
that.
I didn't either.
Breaking right now. Get the news out there.
Wow.
I'd be happy to. I was just doing her show, but I don't think we're doing a show together. Because she's on E and doing. She's like super busy with other stuff. Is the only thing.
You're saying you would never want to do a show with someone whose career was farther along than yours. That's smart.
That's not really what I'm saying.
Will be no. It's very true. Because you will be in
that.
a fucking shadow,
right?
A shadow that you'll never be able to find light again.
No, I'm not.
Smart idea.
I'm not like insecure like that. I wasn't saying. I just meant because she's busy and she has a show here already. And I do too, so we just do each other's shows. But I don't know if we're gonna.
What's the name of your show?
It's called Sam Roberts Show.
You going to keep that name, or you know what?
There wasn't any talks to.
I can't imagine, anyone even paying attention to the name Sam Roberts. I'm just saying.
It's very insulting because that's my name is the only thing, and if I want to position it around like me, the idea that the
Are
name.
you married to that idea though?
I guess no. Right now, I still want to. Try for that.
Let's say you've been through a lot of partners. Your first on-air partner was who?
Than,
and he was. Let's face it, a stronger personality than yours.
Do you really think?
Yeah, and you were. Yeah, I used to call it the Than Show, and then the next.
He's not in broadcasting anymore.
And I know, and yet still.
So sad.
But his parents were rich.
That's right, they were.
Then you did what show?
I think, yes, Sam and Dave came right after that because Than was mad about that.
Now, from what I understand, too, you stabbed that partner in the back.
Dave?
And twisted. Yeah.
I think actually.
You stabbed and twisted.
I think he actually took the time slot for himself. So I think that.
Have you ever gone and done his show?
At the compound, I mean, at the Kumia Studios, I have not yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
Do you know how many years it's been that you haven't yet been there? 7.
It is
7 years.
He hasn't been
7.
7 years.
Has the network been around that long?
So then you became Sam Roberts.
Because we also both, I'm on in the evening, so a lot of times it's scheduling.
Not at all. There's plenty of times and it's close.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of times they'll just open a window and yell, please, anyone come in here.
Oh, God. That's sad.
And then you went on, you became Bob Roberts, which...
No, Sam. We just do Sam Roberts.
Why am I thinking of Bob Roberts? Was that a great movie?
I don't know, but Sam Roberts is what I go by because it's my name.
Right, but Bob Roberts is funnier and...
Well, I mean,
I like Bob Roberts. That sounds good.
Bob Roberts, I'm sure, is great.
Everyone likes the name Bob.
You like Bob Roberts?
BB.
Yeah, Bob Roberts.
BB, yeah. That's.
Now, this show isn't working out, so what can I do?
Why would you say that?
Let me just think. What could I do? Who would I place with you to bring a little light to that baby? You know what I mean?
Sure.
To jazz it up. Because I consider myself, a hit maker. I consider myself.
I don't know if you know this, but I was trending, as they say, this weekend. I had a huge hit this weekend.
I mean, can I tell you something?
Sure.
That might come around every fucking 68 years.
Comet.
Yeah, what is that comment? Haley's comment.
I mean, it's like my second or third big kind of viral thing.
Now, is that because of the wrestling? Is that what Yep.
Wrestling and UFC combined. I had an interview with Brock Lesnar it was in the New York Post, it was in the Washington Post, it was in on the Bleacher Report, it was all over the place. It was trending on Facebook, it was,
I didn't know you could trend on Facebook.
Oh, you bet you can.
I'm not familiar with all those things.
Vito will tell you all about
So,
it.
you figure that's it. It's the Sam Roberts Show. Don't fuck around with perfection. Don't add anything.
No, I'm not.
Smart idea.
That's not what I said either.
You rose it up. Tell me if you need help, I'll find somebody. I'll find you help if you need help.
No, I'm not.
If you're drowning,
right.
He's a
I'll get
resource.
somebody.
Use him.
That's why I'm here.
I'm not opposed to the idea of a co-host by any stretch.
And by a co-host, whoever it is, let him do most of the talking.
I think it will probably go on a 50-50 type thing or find...
Why don't you just do this?
Yeah.
Let's go to the phones. That'll be your thing. You can say, let's go to the phones.
No, I mean, I'm capable of it, but I'd be open to the right co-host. As I would do a show with Maria, if she weren't busy. I would love
What's
to do
her
that.
story? What's her personal story?
She's engaged to Kevin Undergaro, the creator of AfterBuzz TV.
Okay, so that could, you know what I mean? That don't wonder, kiss up to her. Say whatever you do. You're going to end up with a threesome with those two. Do it.
That's what you want.
I don't think that it's more necessarily a sexual thing.
Have you ever done, Chris, you're on you have a podcast, right?
Yes, I do.
What's it called?
High Society Radio on the Gas Digital Network.
All right, no, that is about people getting high.
No,
You
not
guys get high?
necessarily.
Why do you call
Isn't that-
yourself high
isn't that-
society?
Because we're classy. Just classy individuals.
I thought it was
Oh,
about getting high.
It's not a pun?
No.
By the way, if this
Pretty
was
sure it is.
1958, that would be a really
I thought it was
fun
originally.
way to get past the man. But it's legal. I saw,
Only the kids are going to know what we're talking about.
I saw a thing that they're worried that too many young people are smoking pot now. And I go like this. You want to get them off marijuana? Give them cocaine. And they will lose any
Get 'em
lose any interest in marijuana. Like, why would I want that when there's something so much better? And the stuff that Prince had at his house, they were saying 50 times more powerful
Really?
than any heroin. Yeah, and it's a pharmaceutical.
What is it?
I think Famatil.
Famatil is the name of it.
They're like
yeah.
patches.
Yeah.
They just
You
build
just put it on.
It's a patch?
It's a patch.
To get you all pilled up?
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
the thing that it's time released, and it's done for somebody who's had a spinal injury
I see.
or bad burns, not for somebody who just wants to fucking spend the day looking out the window.
Then people would
Just
also
relaxation.
they'll crack open the patch, take the Jill out, cook it up, and fucking smoke it or shoot it. Also,
What are you, jailhouse fucking?
just saying. I hear.
Now
things.
teach us how to make toilet wine.
That's good,
Get some
Gail.
yeast.
You make him look like a fucking moron.
I always
It's
wonder
easy.
how these guys get these prescription stuff.
Yeah.
But then on this week's episode of Ballers, The Rock went to a doctor that was not great to get his Vikes. So then I got it a little bit more. I said some of the doctors are not as reputable as others. And that's what happens. You pick stuff up like that on Ballers.
There used to be a doctor in Wilmington, Delaware, that would only sell speed. That's all he did. And it was like Black Beauties was the thing where, you would do one of these things and you'd be up for 24 hours, take it through your mouth. And you would go there and there would not be a single fat person. And it would just be like people that were 20, 22, just sitting around like, I don't know whether people said, I can't take the weight off, and you would go to the same pharmacy. Like everybody would just dash out of there and go to the pharmacy the same way. Like if you worked in a factory, you would just go straight to the bank. Everybody you worked with would be at the bank at lunchtime. And nobody was like catching on to it. So there's still those kind of doctors that will just say, hey, told me he fucking hurts really bad. I give him some pills. What do you want me to do?
Right.
Patch, I'll give
Because you
a patch.
can't prove if someone's in pain or not.
Yeah.
You can't sit around going, I looked at him. I doubt that he's hurting. He said he fell down, hurt his spine, but I don't know.
It seemed fine to me.
He tripped on the way out. He didn't cry or anything.
You were doing some shows this week, right? You were doing the morning shows.
Yeah. Well, last week, yeah.
Yeah.
I did Monday and Wednesday with Jim Norton.
He's good. That's a guy.
See, you put the emphasis on the word he
Right.
in such a way where it felt like that statement wasn't just about Jim.
Can I give you some advice when you're working with Jim?
Using that resource.
Stop talking over him. Sit, wait, listen. Check around, check the levels. Should he be louder? Should I bring him down a little bit?
Yeah, I mean,
But for God's sakes, shut your mouth up when that guy is on one of his famous runs.
I didn't think I was stopping him from anything.
It felt like it to me
It did?
as a listener.
Huh.
I'm like, ha, shut up. Please shut up.
So that sounds not necessarily the problem was that I was interrupting. It was just any time I talked.
Forget all that. But
Okay.
when I listen to you guys together, I listen to both shows. And I
great.
thought to myself, he has chemistry.
Wait, what do you mean? Who has chemistry?
Jim.
With?
No, he just has chemistry. He has
Oh.
that thing
Okay,
that
yeah.
makes me want to lean in and
That's-
listen.
I was kind of for a second. I was like, "Oh, you mean we?" But no, he
Yeah.
is the pronoun. That stinks.
If I was you, I'd stay to stuff like station identification, traffic
idea.
on the ones.
Call letters.
Call letters are
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
News, some quick news and weather.
Maybe announce the title of the show every 25 minutes.
You got to reset the table.
That's right.
Yes.
That's what you should do.
Set the table, but you're not eating there. Remember that. The
Right.
table's being set up. But like any busboy, then you get out. You try to be as quiet
So not
as you
even
can.
like a waiter, like a busboy.
Yeah. You're not ready to be a waiter.
Yeah.
You're not ready to be a waiter.
So maybe after the show, I clean everything up too,
But I
put
would.
it in the plastic bin, and
Yeah.
yeah, that's cool. I
Yeah.
mean, everybody needs a role, I guess. I was hoping for I thought I had progressed a little bit.
You have.
Oh.
You have. Now, look.
Says a lot about.
I've got
before.
notes for Jim too, and I don't know how he's going to take it, but I would hope he would take it like a professional.
What
Do you
kind
want
of
to
notes?
deliver them to me?
Yes.
And
So
Okay.
to Jim, I would say, just keep talking. Go. Don't leave any place that someone could come in and stop the magic.
All right, but you see that note is a little tougher for me to hear than it would have been. I mean, Jim would probably be like, I get that.
It's a hard 3 hours for him. Okay?
You think so?
He's got to come in.
I mean, it was literally just
With-
kind of a one-time thing. It wasn't like a thing that was like that tough for him. I don't.
You did it 2 times.
No, you're right. We did it too. We actually did it 3 times. You're right. We did it 3 times over 2 weeks.
That's the same as you and your wife.
That does work out about
How is
right.
your wife?
She's great. She's great.
Now, this is one of those things. He's in over his head, which is great. That's a compliment to both of you.
Nice thing to say.
Yes, I'll take that. That I'm
That's a
okay
compliment,
with. The
yes.
other stuff has not been complimentary at all.
Why, you're in over your head there, too. You know what I mean? You've
Yeah.
done better than you should have.
But that's like, it's one thing to be like, your wife is prettier than you. It's another thing to be like, you're not fit to broadcast, period.
Let me just say this, and I don't know what I'm going to do about it, but the Sam Roberts show doesn't work. We've tried it. It doesn't work. There's too much Sam Roberts on that show.
I thought that was the deal, kind of. That's why I called it that, so there'd be no sort of false whatever.
Look, I did like the rebranding of the Bob Roberts. I still stand.
I think it's
by-
a great idea.
You like
Or
that?
Bob, for short.
They just called it Bob Bob's?
Yeah, it's not
Pretty
bad.
good.
Bob Bob's
Or
nighttime.
Bob Robs.
Yeah. Bob Robs. Yeah. No,
But the thing is, you're doing great.
oh,
Okay?
Thanks,
you're doing
man.
great.
thanks, dude. I really.
You, who's that walking by?
I'll find out.
Wow, that's Timothy B. Schmidt. How do we not get him? He's an Eagle.
Oh,
He
really?
was, he's the Eagle who came in for like the last couple years. Did we have him on our list and we didn't take?
That might have been it. I gotta double check.
But I know we didn't take somebody I said yes to. That's the part that kills me. He's the guy the last couple of years. He's the one singing Take It to the Limit. He's got that high voice.
My mom loves the Eagles.
Philadelphia Eagles?
Yeah,
This looks like our year.
She's kind of a,
What's her favorite Eagles
bit of a
song?
brute.
So you grew up listening to the Eagles.
yes. She loves Take It to the Limit. That's what made me say that.
What's the album that she would put on? Greatest Hits?
Greatest Hits?
Yeah.
She loves the hits.
Okay.
I'll tell you this. I'm a sucker for Desperado to this day. So
Well, have you ever listened to the whole album?
the Greatest Hits album?
No.
Love the Greatest
the
Hits
Desperado
album.
album.
No.
Because every one of those is a cowboy or outlaw song. It's a theme record.
yeah.
Oh.
It's a theme record. And Doolin Dalton, I think, reminds me of you and whoever your new partner is going to be. That you're out riding the plains,
That's cool.
you know.
Yeah.
It's going
And
to...
the people we love are like, come down from those fences.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're like, nah, we're just a couple of desperados.
We're going to stay on the fences.
We're staying.
You
Yeah,
know?
that's.
Meaning they're not going to pick an opinion to have. Like, I don't
Right.
know, Trump, Hillary.
That's what that song's about.
Yeah,
right?
it's really. Now, do you know who you're voting for in the election?
I do not.
So you haven't made a decision.
I'm not. No, I have not. I've been
On the
having a
fence?
lot of fun. I'm a bit on the fence right now. I've
Mm-hmm.
been having a lot of fun covering it, but no, I don't know. They're both kind of disasters. So maybe I won't vote. Maybe I'll vote for old Gary Johnson just because. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Where do you're a New York voter, right?
That's right.
Doesn't matter what you do.
I know.
Doesn't matter.
I know.
No point.
Chris, have you
I'm not
decided?
going
I was Trump for a long time, but I just don't see Hillary.
I was.
to. Who's Hillary?
Hillary, Sam.
You
Hillary.
did say
But
Hillary.
you said you were
Hillary.
Trump
Sam's right.
for a long time, but you just don't see Hillary,
Yeah.
which means you're still Trump.
That's
All right, let me. You're not making sense. I
You
know
don't see
You
her?
tried to talk like a human. I made a mistake. I called you in. And Vito, you said you refused to vote because you don't want to.
I don't want jury duty. I don't want none of that shit. I'm not voting, but I'm rooting hard for Trump.
Rooting does nothing.
Who you rooting for? This is what I'll say.
Oh, I
to
got a
people.
Trump shirt.
Yeah. Hey, November 2nd, don't forget to root, everybody. You got to get out there and root.
I got pennants that I'm putting up everywhere.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Chris, we haven't broke once in 2 hours.
No,
right?
we've not. No.
So somebody is a bad what? Bad
Producer?
right. Right. Because
You're talking about Chris?
Yeah. Because we have to do commercial.
Yeah.
breaks.
Commercial breaks.
Okay.
I remember when you used to point that stuff out to him on 57th Street.
Yes, every fucking place we go. But you don't like to interrupt me. That's your thing, right? Like
We're having a lot of fun, you know. and I
inside,
wanna-
you're like, "Oh shit, this is terrible." But if I interrupt him, he'll say something. Look,
that.
Sam, it's over. Your radio game is over.
What?
Yeah,
I had a great
You-
run, though.
yeah. You tried. Now let's get a big boy job. Let's go
I
out
mean,
there.
I think I was, double shifting a couple days last week. That seems like a vote of confidence, if nothing else. No, or not as much, huh?
I'm not saying a word. If you're going to keep on believing your dream, that's up to you.
That's cool then.
Right. Just don't do this alone. You're not good enough.
That sounds,
Don't do it alone.
that's a real tough pill to swallow.
Hey, all pills are tough to swallow, and then you get high. So it works out. And then no one's sitting around going, I hated swallowing that pill. You're happy you did it. All right, we need to break. We have, in 2 hours, we haven't run a single fucking break. We're on what I call Stanley time right now. Ramon Rivas is here.
Yes, he is.
We'll be right back. Bennington.